Oh, Karen illegally searches black man's property, goes pale when she sees her own eviction papers. I knew something was wrong when I came home and noticed my workshop door slightly open. I always lock it. Always. I stepped inside and immediately saw footprints on the dusty concrete that weren't mine. Shelves had been moved. Tools rearranged. Someone had gone through my property like they owned the place. I checked my cameras. And there she was, HOA Karen herself, walking around my yard with 2 board members behind her, pointing at my sheds as if she were running some kind of inspection. She wasn't just trespassing, she was searching. And she had no right. My house wasn't in the HOA. Never had been. Never would be. The next morning she showed up on my porch, arms crossed, acting like a sheriff. She said she had reasonable suspicion that I violated community maintenance standards. I asked her what standards applied to someone who wasn't in her community. She said, "You're close enough." Then she demanded access inside my workshop to finish her inspection. I told her she had 10 seconds to leave before I called the police. She stormed off, shouting that she'd handled this legally. She had no idea what real legal handling looked like. I pulled every document I owned, my deed, the county plat, the survey, the zoning map, everything proving I wasn't under HOA jurisdiction. Then I downloaded the security footage, all angles, including her trying my workshop door and filming inside it with her phone. I printed screenshots, attached timestamps, and forwarded everything to my lawyer. He told me we weren't just dealing with trespassing. We were dealing with unlawful search, harassment, attempted interference with private property, and a blatantly false claim of authority. He drafted a complaint so airtight it could have survived a hurricane. Before filing, we sent a certified cease and desist to the HOA board, notifying them that Karen's actions were illegal and that the HOA could be held liable if they didn't act. The board panicked. Turns out Karen wasn't just overstepping. She had been abusing her position for years. Residents had complained. The board ignored it. My evidence was the last straw. When the hearing date came, Karen strutted in like she was untouchable. That confidence evaporated the moment the judge saw the footage. He leaned forward and asked her one question. Why were you inside a building you don't own, without permission, without law enforcement, and without jurisdiction? She had no answer. She just stared at the floor. The judge ordered her removed from the HOA board immediately. He approved a restraining order requiring her to stay off my property permanently. And the final blow? The HOA voted that same afternoon to evict her from her rental home for violating her lease and community conduct rules. When the sheriff delivered her own eviction papers to her front step, she went pale as chalk. I watched from my porch, calm and satisfied. Justice doesn't need yelling, just evidence. If you love HOA justice stories, like the video and subscribe.